offense will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Rebels offense will get the football first. And here comes the junior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. They'll move the tight end. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Lacey. Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Cook. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his... Oh, he's got some space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Trying to punch it in, and he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Monarchs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Rides to the back. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. To the air, it's Potter. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Rebels. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Monarchs heading quickly to the line. He'll keep it on second down. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Monarchs send out the punt unit. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Offense in an empty set. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running inside. It's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. On target to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lacey. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking for a man. It's Potter. Bringing the heat. Buying some time.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roach. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Monarchs will hustle to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Rebels offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. That last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Pressure coming. On the move and looking. Going to try to get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing. And that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Lacey.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The option look. He'll pitch it. Finding some room. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. The Rebels will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Trying to run, it's Lacey. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Making side adjustments here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Rebels. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for a man, it's Potter. This time he's got it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. And the Monarchs will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put their return to a stop at the 33, but the offense... in pretty good field position. Caught, and he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Looking down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. There's some room. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Direct snap. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Monarchs! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Rebels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. There he goes. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working.
Maybe some room here. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum, and they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Running inside, it's Roach. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Oregon taking on the number 5 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Potter. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Monarchs line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the ground with the counter. Could be an alley. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And
breaks into the open. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Monarchs decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Got room to work. Picks up the first down. A lot of room to the right. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Rebels.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Looking downfield, it's Potter. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Flying down the right side. Past the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Roach. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense was all over it. They know 3rd down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Under fire. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot, Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Makes the grab and room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll go back to work on offense. The run inside. It's Roach. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Potter. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a catch. They'll get him stopped just short. So, but they're in business here with a first down. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. And send the tight end in motion. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Can the D deny them on second and goal? With this game well in hand, let's take a look at some of the potential Heisman candidates here as we get very late in the season. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The last two plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on third and goal? And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Right back to the well. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Rebels are flying down the field. On the option. He'll toss it. Sweet cut there. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. Snags it quickly on the left. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Monarchs will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Still on his feet. He turns like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And some room to work. Might have a chance. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfire. fired. On the last play, they'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Running inside, it's James. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.